Hey family, welcome back to Tara's Take. Today is Mass Monday. We're on week 104 and we're going to be making these triple pockets with a little twist. They have a flip and I love that about them because you got your space to write on in the back, you got your front to decorate, and they're cute, fun, and easy. So let's get started. I'm going to be using different size papers. I think I'm going to try to do some with some smaller papers. This big one is made with a 12 by 12. So if you've got some 12 by 12s that have a good background like this one, that are kind of neutral or easy to decorate, I think that is really kind of a cool thing to do, because then you have this writing space. You want to do them with a little lighter paper, preferably coffee dyed. I just grabbed this one out of my pad and folded it up so that just to practice, doing it again, because I haven't done it in a couple of years. But anyway, when it's all said and done, if you fold this over about an inch, you're going to have around a 5.5 inch pocket. Okay, you can even cut this down slightly and have some scrap paper and have it even be a little bit shorter, which is probably what I'm going to do. So for today though, I just wanted to make something that was cool. And let's see here, I'm going to grab, first I'm going to go ahead and grab another sheet of the out of the paper pad. And this is not, like I said, it's not coffee dyed or anything, but that's okay. And so let's see here. I think that'll be fine. I don't know. It's got words on it. I just noticed that. I didn't really pay attention. Doesn't necessarily matter if your words are upside down or whatever. I think what I'll do is, so it really doesn't matter, is I'm going to put them on the side. So if you have words and you don't want them to be upside down on one side and right side up on the other, there are ways to move around that. I'm choosing to do it sideways so it looks like it's on purpose. Your words are going sideways. Okay, so first of all, I am going to trim this down just slightly. So I'm going to take about 2 inches off of here, and I'll probably cut it crooked, so I'll have to straighten it in a minute, but that's okay. Okay, and now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to fold about an inch across here, and maybe at this point that'll straighten it out a little bit. Let's see. There we go. Okay, I'm still a little bit crooked, but it's all right. Let's see if I can do this. You know how your paper bends on you. There we go. That's a little better. Okay, so now I have a hinge. And so now what you want to do is you want to fold your paper from the bottom up to the edge here. Trying to do it evenly and not like me. I probably should have used my paper cutter. Okay. And then I'm going to open that up and I'm going to use my scissors and I'm just going to slightly go on the edge like I do. You guys have seen me do this a million times. Okay. And you can also cut up the line if you want to. Like you can open it and cut the line itself. I'm just choosing to cut it this way. And if I can, I may have to do it the other way just because the paper's not cooperating. There we go. And you're just going to go right to your center right there. Okay, and you're just going to pull that. Oops, I didn't go quite all the way. There we go. Don't go past it because then it's going to look uneven. And then this part, I'm just going to tear this off like this. Now, here's your hinge, okay? And now you're going to be able to fold it this way. And because I'm a little bit, I'm just crooked all over the place. I'll be honest with you, I have been super busy. I've been telling you about it on the devotion channel too. And I am rushing now to do this video before Courtney gets home. So he's working. It's Saturday and he is working, and I've still got to wrap gifts. They're his gifts, and Joey's gifts are sitting on the table. And Maria, I got hers mailed out yesterday, her and Devin, her fiance. And so, yeah. So I'm just like, okay, I've got to hurry, because he just texted me and said, I'm on the last one. So that means he's almost done. So here we have the 4 places, okay? So this is going to be your front, all right? And unless you want to do it from the other side, you could, of course, fold your hinge on the other side and have it flip that way. This is going to be your hinge, and this will be the back where they can write, which I love. I love anything where they can I love hinges. You guys know that. I've talked about them before. And see right here, I cut that a little too, look at that. I cut into it what I said not to do, I did. And this is why I was saying not to do that, is because then you have this little piece that's uneven right there. It's not a huge deal, but it's annoying to me. Anyway, so this is going to be your front, the upper left corner, and you're going to go in probably about, this is going to be the one you go in the farthest. You can go all the way to that corner. You could take it about a 1/2 inch. I'm going to do, I guess, around 1/4 of an inch on this one. I'm going to use my glue stick and just glue this down. It's going to be tucked in, so it's not going to be a huge deal, but that way, I do like that to be. There we go. Now, in the first video, I kind of flipped this and did the next one, and then flipped it back and did the other one. And instead of doing it that way this time, I'm going to go ahead, and this one's going to be backwards, okay? So it's going to be your second fold here. So we're going to go about, and I mean, you can, I guess you can flip it open, but it's going to go about 1 inch, because you want it to come out further so that it shows behind that first one. Okay. All right, and then this one is your last fold. I'm making sure I did this right, yeah. And this one is going to go on the inside. Now, what I did in the first video, and I liked it, was I took it and folded it back up. And I did it like this to make sure I get it pretty even, you know, evenly spaced. So instead of folding it blind, and that way it looks, okay? So you have your first fold is the farthest over. Second fold goes about 1 inch in, 1/2 inch from there. Third fold is about 1.5 inches, okay? I'm going to glue this one down. And then there you go. And now we're going to go ahead. Before I glue this, before I mess up and glue it shut, and I got me a new Stays On Timber Brown today. Yay! And I'm going to use it real quick and see how it does on this. So we're going to do these edges. Ooh, that is really dark. Look at that. Oh my goodness. And I'm going to, let me do this. I had to make sure and look. I'm not going to leave it like this, you guys, just in case y'all thought I was. I'm not. But I am going to do the edges really dark with it. I forgot just how dark the Timber Brown is. Okay. I guess I don't really have to do these edges yet. I can do them when I'm done. What I am going to do real quick is grab my vintage photo and You can also glue paper in, like we did the other day on the ones that were like this, but had the, well, the ones we did, I think it was last week, we did some that were similar to this. Okay, so now it looks a little bit better. I'm just going far enough down to where when they open the pocket, it looks brown, you know. And I'll be doing the hinge as well, of course. Or is that the part that'll show? No, actually, I think the green will show. So that's okay. So there we go. Now it looks a little bit better. It's not done, but you get the idea. Okay, now we're going to do our glue. And we're just going to glue these edges. So I'm going to go ahead and run some glue along here. My pen made my glue really goopy and brown. Okay, there's that one first. And we're going to put glue here and across the bottom. Okay. Let me grab a tissue here for me. And then we'll just, I'm just going to flip this to the side and just run a little bit of glue on this inside right here, okay? There we go. There you go. So now you have this cute little 1, 2, 3 pocket and journaling space. Yay! And I will, you know, distress this up later after we've made a couple more of these. Let's see. I think I'm going to use some smaller paper and show you how that looks. This is some of this paper I actually had cut down before. Okay, so we are going to fold this over about 1 inch, like I said. This is coffee dyed, so I won't have to do quite as much with it. Now, I did trim this paper. It was a 12 by 12, so I can tell it cut unevenly by the way it's folding. So again, I'm going to trim this edge. Okay, and now we're going to do this part. I'm going to try, of course it'll probably be easier this time because my paper is shorter. I'm just going to open this and do it this way. I don't necessarily like to because I have a tendency to do it unevenly, but see what I mean? I always cut into the fold a little bit too much. If I can do that. Yeah. All right, and then we're going to fold over. I can see that I'm uneven. It just doesn't look quite right. I think my scissors, I need a different pair. Wait 1 second. Let me see if these work a little bit better. There we go. That's a little better. I'm going to have to give in and order some new IKEA scissors, I think. All right. Look at that. It keeps buckling on me. That's annoying. There. So what I did was I trimmed it into the buckle. It was buckling, so I trimmed off that part. Okay. So again, we're going to open this up. Top left corner is going to be the one to come in the most. Okay. Because this is the vertical, or maybe because this paper is smaller, I'm going to have a little less space there for a pocket. It's coming almost to that edge. So we're going to have to make sure that, you know, make sure you give yourself fold it so that you still have a little bit of space there, right there. See? So you still have a little bit of pocket there. Unless you don't mind and you want the tuck. I personally want it to be a little bit higher than that. So, all right. Okay. Open that up. We've got those two sides done. Now, again, I'm going to use this as a guide and just kind of fold it in. That way I can see. So it's pretty close. Pretty close. I think I actually like these a little bit better doing it with the 12 by 12 because it gives it a little more height and it gives it a little more pocket width at the bottom down here, so tiny, you know. So I think I do like the 12 by 12. In the first video, I think I used 8.5 by 11 the whole time. So that's a good thing to note for future reference. Since this one has coffee dye, I'm not going to worry so much about, you know, I'll just stick something in there and close it off that way. Then edge and the bottom. Okay. And again, just a little bit on this inside here. I think no matter what I do, there's going to be that edge or that side that ends up, I have to kind of flip it over and do it that way. Okay, so there we go. And there's our back. I like this kind of paper because it gives them a design, but at the same time, it, just trimming that white off. At the same time, they can see it well enough that the pen, you know, it'll write on there nicely and it won't be. I think my desk needs wiped. My little thing has got glue or something on it here. Let me see. The nice thing about this covering is things do clean off of it. For the most part, it looks like I've got some dried glue here. I'm going to have to scrape. Oh, no, there it's coming off. Okay, good. Okay. So that's number 2. And I'm going to just go ahead and grab one of these lovely pieces that I've been playing with so much lately. I really, really like these. Let's see. So many to choose from. I love this, and I'm kind of hanging on to it because I just love it so much. I haven't used any of this one, so let's do this one. Oh, you know what I just thought of? They won't be able to write on this. Yeah, never mind. Let's see. Is there one? I guess this back one here, this white. Maybe. Yeah, I don't think so. Yeah. Never mind. Never mind. I changed my mind. Let's see. Is there anything in this pad? I'm trying to... Oh, this is a good one. I'm trying to use my paper pads more. I mean, I love that piece. I think that's probably my last one of it, too. Yep. So we'll save that one. I really have been trying to use up my paper pads more because I, you know, all the time using so much of the paper that I've made. It's like, oh, that one's a good one. Hasn't been used. Anyway, my own designs and stuff I was using for before, and now I'm just kind of like, I really need to use some of these. Sorry, I shook you guys right there. Oh, I think that's good from there. All right. Put that on. Okay. So, anyways, this one I have actually got lines I can follow. Let's see how good I can do here. Not very good, but... So, is everybody ready for Christmas? Oh my gosh, you guys, I woke up, yesterday was, like I said, it's Saturday, so I woke up yesterday on Friday and it just hit me that I've got all this stuff I need to figure out. Because if Joey, you know, finding out if my daughter and, you know, them were going to come, they're not. So then I had to figure out what I was going to mail them as gifts, which I did. I don't know if y'all remember the gentleman's journal that I made. My daughter had asked me a little while back if I would sell that to her for her fiance, because he likes to journal. And I said, yeah. And so he got that one for Christmas. That's his present. Shh, don't tell him. Anyway, yeah. So anyway, and then I was like, well, what do you want, honey? Because I already knew I was going to get her something to do with her art. And she's really expanded on her art, you know, collection and all the stuff she has. And so I said, what do you want? You know, and she's like, really, honestly, I would love to have a Michael's gift card. So that's what we did. I went and I got her a Michael's gift card. And then went shopping. I spent the entire day. Okay, I went to Kohl's after that. Or no, wait, I went to the dollar store after that and bought some wrapping paper. And then I went to Kohl's and shopped for Courtney and my son. Well, that was another thing, because Joey had not confirmed for sure if he was going to come. And Courtney and I were talking, and he's like, well, I don't want you cooking if Joey's not coming, or if the kids aren't coming. And I said, I don't want to either. And so I texted Joey, and I'm like, Joey, I need you to let me know if you're coming. So he messaged me back, yes, I'm definitely coming. And I want he said, I want potatoes, mashed, macaroni, cheese, and ham. Yeah, ham. That's what he said. So then I was able to go to the grocery store and buy the stuff for dinner, you know. And I don't know if I remember telling you or not, Courtney had gotten that coupon for $20 off of a turkey or ham and vegetables. Well, I ended up getting a ham for free. Praise God, right? Right? I was so excited. And so I got a big old honey spiral ham. And I am taking the easy way out this year because I don't want to cook a whole huge meal. I'm going to go ahead and do this real quick. Yeah, so I don't want to do a huge meal. And so we are going to have ham, mashed potatoes and gravy, homemade macaroni and cheese. And I cheated. I've never done this before, not even once in my whole life. I am making stovetop dressing. I know. Courtney loves stovetop, okay? And I'm always like, oh, I'm not serving stovetop other than weekdays. I will not serve stovetop for, you know, Christmas or Thanksgiving. And he's like, but I love stovetop. And I said, I don't care. You'll eat real dressing. And so he always gets real homemade dressing. Well, I told him, and he's like, yes, when I told him I was cheating and I was going to make stovetop. So, yeah. And I have no clue if we're even going to have dessert. I'm going to make some gravy from the ham for the potatoes. And yeah, that's going to be, and then of course some rolls, you know, because we have to have dinner rolls. But yeah, that's it, guys. I'm really going low key this time because that's all Joey requested. He said, he even wrote me a message today and said, Mom, I would, because I sent him a picture of the ham and I said, is this hammy enough for you? And he's like, yes, Mama. And then he goes, I just want your mashed potatoes so much. I don't care if you wrapped them and put them in a box. I would eat them out of the box. Okay, I know I've told you guys this before, probably, maybe, but when Joey was a baby, he would not eat, and I mean when he was a little baby, he would not even taste mashed potatoes. He didn't like the texture. He never ate my mashed potatoes. And I do make really good mashed potatoes because I make them like my mom, and my mom made really, really good mashed potatoes. And so all his life, he has said no. No, thank you. I don't want any. He didn't like them. He didn't want them. Well, praise the Lord. He grew up, went through some stuff and found out that, when you're hungry, you'll eat. Well, he loves his mommy's mashed potatoes. I finally got the approval of my son for my mashed potatoes, and it just blessed this mama's heart. So, yeah. I'm really excited to make him a big old bowl, and I'm going to make enough for him to take some home and all that good stuff, And, yeah, it's very, very exciting. Give him some ham to take home and macaroni and cheese. And those are all his favorites, so praise God. I feel like that one's folded crooked. Let's see if I can get that maybe a little better. I don't know if it'll work now that it's glued. I just think that was crooked. Okay, and then this one. Okay, I'm going to bring this one. I'm going to, let's see, maybe try to make this one a little bit wider. I don't know why, I just want to see if I do. Let's see. Yeah, it's a little bit wider. No, not really, huh? Not much. So, yeah. So, anyway, I was on my feet for 6 hours yesterday doing all of that and going from, I went from Michael's to the dollar store to Kohl's to Walmart. Oh, my gosh. You guys, oh, it was horrible. I was pulling into Walmart. I almost hit someone, you guys, and I'm not kidding. I mean, like, if he hadn't been paying attention, I would have tapped him with my car, with the car. Oh, it shook me up really bad. I felt so bad. I even drove around looking for him after that to try and, because he was so sweet, he didn't say anything. He could have totally screamed at me. Because I was watching this big Briggs cash truck that seemed to be coming out, like almost hit me. And it caused me to look away from the people to my left. There had been nobody the last time I looked. And when I looked back, he was there at my fender, like literally dodging away, and just missed him. If he hadn't arched his back, I would have hit him. It was horrible. Oh, I felt so bad. And I couldn't find him. But anyway, I don't know. It was probably good. He'd have probably screamed at me, I felt so awful. I've only come close to doing that one other time, and the actual traffic at the Walmart yesterday by us. I mean, I think I've told you about our Walmart. It's the busiest Walmart in Arizona, but it's not. It's kind of actually, they say it's big, but it's really not that big. I've been in bigger, and it's kind of like old school big. You know how Walmart used to be before they went to the huge size? I don't know how to explain it, but it's just not the biggest Walmart I've ever been to. Anyway, and they've got all of us shoved in there, and they will not build us a second Walmart here in town. And we actually really need one. Because there's just too many of us. It's crazy. Now, one thing I was going to tell you, I mentioned in the other, is if you're using tacky glue with this thinner paper, and I'm even noticing this thinner glue doing it, but it'll bubble your paper a little bit. So you'll have to watch for that. And as it's drying, kind of really straighten it out and smush it down. But yeah, so there's that one. I like that one. That's kind of nice. That'll be pretty to decorate. And this one, pretty little thing, I guess it won't really matter. Yeah, we're going to do it the right way up. Oh, it's got words on it too, but just barely. Can you even see them? They're so light, you can barely see them. You guys are kind of close, huh? Let me pull you up a little bit. I was thinking you needed to see more of it, but I think you might be better off if I have you up higher. Sorry, I'm shaking you around. Am I making you all dizzy? There we go. I feel like you're a little close. Okay. Anyway, back to folding. So, yeah, so I went to Walmart, and like I said, busiest store in town. And then that happened, and I got inside and shopped for like, I don't know, hour and a half, 2 hours. All I know is I was on my feet for 6 hours. And by the time I went last night, we had our last rehearsal for the caroling. And so I went to church and stood for another, oh my gosh, I literally felt like I wanted to fall down. And I feel bad because there's other people there that are older than me, and they were really hurting too. Because we're just, we're standing. Well, we're going to do 3 services on Christmas Eve. I mean, it's going to be an all-day thing. Yeah, it's going to be kind of hard, actually. I think it might be kind of hard. You know what? I don't know why I didn't think about this, but if I folded this over first, of course, that's true. I don't want to fold it over too far. I was going to make it shorter for myself, but never mind. Because I'll fold it too far and then it'll be messed up. And I'm going in too much. Darn it. Okay. So yeah, I got my girl a gift card, so who knows what she'll get. Something, oh man, Tara. All right, don't do that, see? I totally messed up my hinge. And this one's so pretty too. I mean, I guess it doesn't totally matter if it's not perfect, same size, but you know me, those kind of things bug me. Anyway. Okay, so, oh, I could have folded it now that I'm seeing it like this. Sometimes I confuse myself. Do you ever do that? I hope so, because I don't want to be alone. Anyways, yeah, so it's gonna be a long day, but it's gonna be a lot of fun. And then also I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to do all 3 services, but I'm gonna be helping out with the kids in between. So like after we're done singing, I'm gonna go in with the kids and be in there helping them to hand out gifts and do the Christmas thing like we did last year. We're giving out 500 gifts. We have 500 presents for the kids, and anyone between kindergarten and all the children, from the ages of kindergarten up to 5th grade will be taking home a really nice gift. So yeah, it's awesome. There we go. This one will be cute, especially when I get the little distress on there so it isn't so bright. Of course, on this one, I might do a book page. This would be a cool one to do a book page on. Because I'm already on number 3, and you know me and my motto, I don't want to make a ton, because I already have some in the drawer that I have not. I'll make one more, the 4th one, and then I'm not gonna glue this one. I'm gonna leave it and put a book page in there, and we're just gonna do this one. I'm only gonna do 4, which is fine. That's plenty, right? Okay. Now this time I'm gonna make it a little bit easier for myself, and I'm gonna. Oh, no, I'm not. Never mind. I'm just gonna do it the way I was doing it. But I'm not gonna tear it this time. That's for sure. I think it's probably easier or better for me to go, or am I in the camera? There. I'm just trimming. Yeah, so what else? Let's see. Yep. So then after all the shopping, and yes, I'm going to tear it again, but this time I'm going to be more careful. After all the shopping, I came home and I put away all the groceries and hid the gifts. And yeah. So that was my fun. And then, of course, today I went to the store and ran errands for Cordy and got found all these amazing deals on these mica stains, which I posted a picture. I couldn't believe it. They were $12.99, so they were $13 originally, on sale for $7.49, and then some of them were on sale for 70% off. So yeah, I ended up really getting a steal for that. I mean, I couldn't even believe it. I couldn't not get them. You can't find those priced like that ever, anywhere. I felt very, very blessed. So, yeah. You could even, if you want to do this side as well, so that you see how far, you know what I mean? If you wanted to, I want it to be a little bit wider this time, so I'm going to watch what I'm doing and, yeah, fold it like that instead of doing it blind. And then that way, oop, big truck just went over the speed bump outside my house. That way I have a little wider pocket. And then this one I will do like I did before. There. Okay. Cool. I like these last two I did. The paper, I think it looks pretty. Okay, so I am going to not glue that shut, but I am going to... Did I not? Oh, that's why. I'm looking at this going, why does this look different this time? And it's because I forgot to trim the paper. So how wide did I make this? Let me get my little ruler. Do you see my little ruler? I just got this. It's like a bucket. A Hobby Lobby. Okay. 5.5. So my pages are about 5.5. So that's not really going to work for me in my journals. So what can she do to correct this mishap? I don't know. The only thing I can think of. Okay, I'm going to try something. Oh my goodness. What is she going to do? I am going to make this shorter. Alright, so as usual, Tara has flubbed something up and she gets to correct it in front of y'all. So I just am going to fold this over a little bit further so it makes it smaller. I'm going to trim it just like I did before. Okay. And then I am going to trim this off as well, because we do not need a hinge that wide, right? It's a little bit crooked. Let's straighten that. Now, we have one little problem. It's too long. So we are going to trim this off. And I'm going to fold this back like so, okay? And we're just going to trim off the excess. Don't cut your hinge when you do this. Okay, there we go. Now it is 5 inches long and it'll fit inside my journal. Yay! All right, so let's use some paper to do the inside of this. I'll just use my good old dictionary I always end up using. I use it a lot, but it's okay. It works, right? Okay. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to use the edge here, and I'm going to make it so that I can fold it over like I showed you guys the other day on something we were working on. But I didn't fold it over and I was bummed. Okay, so that's going to be like that. Let me see, where did I put that? I want it about right there. So I'm just going to run this up this edge and across the bottom here. All right. Okay. And then I'm going to go ahead and fold these edges over. Now you can, of course, cut all this excess off if you'd like. I'm not going to. I'm just going to fold it. I think it'll be fine. Okay. And now you've got a really clean edge on your pocket, and it's definitely covered up. See? Okay. So I'm going to do that again. Let's see if I have enough here. Now on this side, I will not be able to, I'm going to have to trim it. Yeah. Well, actually, because this part is getting glued down, I could take it to that edge if I should so choose. Let's give it a try. I'm going to try it. That's going to make it a little bit different, but I want to see if it'll work. So we'll know. If it won't work, then we'll know that too, right? So bring that edge there. And then I'm just going to trim about a ½ inch of this off. And then down here, I'm going to trim across the bottom. Probably don't even need it that high because it's going to get covered up. But that way we know. Now, when you do this, make sure you don't go over into your other pocket like I just did, because then it's going to glue part of it shut. With the this is awful. I've got ink on my fingers. Oh well. I'm just going to take it up the sides, and I'm going to be gluing it to the back of my hinge, because that part of the hinge is going to go into, it's going to be glued down, so this won't show. That's my hope. So let's see if I can make this work. I hope I didn't just embarrass myself. I'm not embarrassed with you guys. It's all good. We've been together forever. And if you're new to the channel, well, you know, I'm a goofball like that. So the reason I cut it shy is so it would, I can trim it right along the edge of that hinge. And so it won't look, you know, bad. And I am going to have to, if I fold it over, I am going to have to trim off to make this work, just the corner part where the hinge is that, and then like right there. It's a little bit. You of course can V that right there, and then you wouldn't like this, which I should have done anyway. There. All right, let's see. Let's just make this work, shall we? Oh, you know what? Never mind. Never mind. Never mind. I just realized something. I just want to see something. Oh, okay. I can't. I've got to trim this off. And here's why. Some of you have probably already figured that out. I'm going to be gluing this over the edge onto my journaling spot. So on this side, on the back one, you will not want to fold your book page over, because otherwise it's going to be showing, and we don't want it to show, of course, right? So you just trim that off. I cut into it a little bit, but it's okay. It's not going to be that bad. Now, I have a little tiny portion right here that's not glued down, and I want it to be. Okay, there. All right, so now when we glue this shut, this will be, like I said, this part will be glued down. So now it'll still be okay on this side, okay? But now you have your paper. I mean your book. Can't talk. Go ahead and glue the edge. And I know I could distress this, but I just want to get it glued together. I'm not going to worry about it. What time is it? Oh, yeah, we need to hurry. Or I need to hurry. So we're going to go down, across. Oops. When you glue your bottom, make sure you even it out, because it's going to fold a little bit on you and look uneven. And then, of course, our last little bit right here. There we go. I like this one. It's pretty, huh? Okay, and there's our back. We've got a great journaling space. And like I said, you can do these so the fold is on this side. I probably should have done one, but it's okay. No biggie. And I'm going to trim this little top off here, because I can see it's slightly uneven. There we go. All right, now let's distress. Nope, not with that one, you're not. Okay, I'm going to bring in a piece of this paper, and I'm just going to do what I always do. And I'm not using that timber brown right now, because this paper is so kind of pretty and, you know, a little bit frilly, and I don't want it to be too dark, and I like the subtleness of the vintage photo. Yeah, when I went to Joann's today, one of the things I noticed was like they had all these colors of his, but they didn't have any walnut stain, vintage photo. They didn't have ground espresso. I'm like, I told the girl at the front, I said, whoever's buying the Tim Holtz stuff, just know that if you have his brown colors in the distressings, they'll sell like hotcakes, because we're all having a hard time finding them. She's like, oh, okay, I'll let them know. Because they had like all the greens, the reds, they had some blue, but they didn't have any brown. And I didn't see any tag for any of them. So I was like, okay. Obviously, whoever's ordering this doesn't realize the colors that us paper people, I don't want to say just junk journalers, because I know that card makers use Tim's stuff. I know that, you know, scrapbookers and anybody who does paper. Okay, there's that one. Yeah, I was just excited to find anything of his at that Joann's because they never had his stuff before. And I used to go in there and buy fabric a lot, but I told the lady one time, well, no, actually, I told her a couple times. I said, you guys really need to get some Tim Holtz stuff because the Joann's in town had, you know, had their stuff or his stuff. But yeah, the only place I'm able to find Tim's stuff on the regular is, I'm going to trim this one more time, Amazon. I order it on Amazon, and then I, of course, Ranger, their website. But, yeah, that's the only place. In fact, I sent one of you who asked me a link yesterday because they couldn't find it, and I was like, this is the only way I've been getting anything. So, of course, when I ordered the walnut stain, they sent me the ground espresso, which is not what I ordered. I mean, I like the ground espresso for the right things, but, you know, my favorite to work with on a regular basis is Vintage Photo and Walnut Stain. Those are my two go-tos, you know. So, okay, and then one last little spritz here. And it's time to decorate. And, oh, you know what, you guys? I got at Joann's yesterday. I had never seen these before. And actually, I think, you know, the Paper Studio products and stuff, I think they are starting to try and do what Tim Holtz did because I found all this ephemera stuff next to his ephemera. And yeah, there's like 2 of each. There's 50. They're a little bit thicker. Adventurous Calling, of course I will go. They all say like a really encouraging, fun, cute little thing. Je t'aime. Focus on the good, stuff like that. Let's see. Possible. All things are possible with God. Oh, we like that. And yes, they are. Oh, that would be a cute little tuck, huh? And that could be a card. It's a little small. Let's see if they have any bigger tuck pieces. Just checking. No, it looks like that's the only... Well, there's this. Every day dream deserves its day. And I could tuck it right here. Like that. I don't know. I don't know. What do you think? Always remember you are unique. Yes. So it's just blessed and grateful. All these really positive. Laugh often. Enjoy every moment. I do want that on there. Let me see. I'm gonna gotta distress this baby, you know. Just changes the whole detail of it when you do that. Yep, I'm gonna do just the tiniest. And of course, you know me, I've got to do the back here. I just can't stand to have it all bright white. Anyway, I'm going to clean off my glue. Sorry, guys. Okay. I want to leave it, I don't want to get the glue to spread too much, so I'm going to kind of tap it a little bit. Okay. There we go. Such a cute little corner there. And then you gotta do the whole back because it's just white. This puppy is just bright white, and we don't want that because this is going to be a little journaling card. I wasn't thinking of putting a little journaling card on the front of this, but as soon as I saw this paper, I thought this is the perfect group of things to use with this. Let me see how much. Let's use ground coffee and see what it does, just to darken the edges a little bit more. Okay. All right. That's going to go in there. Okay, we're going to do some, you know what, I think, let's try this. I don't know if it'll work on this side angle, but let's see if we can just do a little bit of our pretty right there. Instead of lace, let's give it a shot, right? We can try. Oh, I can't get this to cut. See, I told you I'm going to have to give in and buy some scissors. Mama needs some new skizzes. Okay. This is the only thing that I don't like about using this stuff is these leaves is the whole having to put them on individually, the glue. But if you don't, I mean, at least for me, they don't stay. You know, you gotta have the glue on there without, I mean, you can't just put it like on the stem. Okay, I'm gonna sit this there, and then I'm gonna trim after I get what I want on there. There we go. Just trim this little piece off without cutting my, oh, I like that. I've never ever used, oh, and I didn't cut it long enough. Shucks. I thought I did. Just shy though. I think it'll be okay. It'll be all right. I'm not gonna be persnickety about it. Right? Okay. Okay, so we are going to do a live after the first of the year, like not far after the first of the year, okay? Because I really want to hang out with you guys, and it's just been, you know, interesting getting back into the swing, you know what I mean? And I'm doing it. I'm doing it, praise God. I'm missing it here and there, like I didn't get a video up for Wednesday of this week, but I had to drive to Tucson to take my friend Charity to the airport, and then I didn't have to, I got to, praise God, and I got to be a blessing to my friend. And but then on Thursday I had a doctor's appointment that I've been putting off for months, and finally I gave in and went. Anyway, so yeah, it's been kind of a busy week, but other than that, I've been doing halfway decent on getting stuff out to you guys, right? Say yes. Now I'm looking here if I want to use any more of these, or do I want, I think I want to put, I kind of like that actually. I know it's a little bit boring, but I'm wondering, can we do some, maybe some lace at the very bottom? Like this. I love this lace. I think it's pretty. Or would we like it at the side? No, because then it covers up that thingy. If I do it this way, I can make it work. But I have to do it right. Let me trim this little bit right here. Normally I keep that, but all right. This is why it's messing up, is my scissors aren't sharp enough. Let me. Oh. Let's try. All right, I got the big guns out now, and I am going to trim this up and make it a little more even. I don't mind it being, you know, edgy, but not swooping out so far. Okay. Yeah. Goodness. There we go. Much better. So, what are you guys cooking? Write it in the comments. What are you doing? What are your plans? Are you going anywhere for Christmas, or are you staying home? What's everybody got going on? I got Joey he never watches this channel, so I can tell you what I got him. I got him, one of the things, I got him an adult, it says adult valet, and it's like a box where he can keep his wallet and his, you know, his change and all those things, because he's always been a messy boy, and I figure he's old enough now to start, you know, really, and he doesn't have a wife, you know, to kind of guide him through that. So I am still in that place in his life. So I bought him an adult valet he can put by his bed or on his desk and keep his wallet and his phone and, you know, anything like that, all his change and everything. And then I got him at Walmart. He plays chess, and so he loves chess. I think there needs to be something back here, but I don't know what. He loves to play chess. Well, I got him a chessboard. It's a little cheap thing, a chessboard, and you can do tic-tac-toe and also checkers on it, just at Walmart. And I thought him and I might play while he's here, and I was going to tell him he needs to show his mommy how to play chess, because Mama has no idea. So my mother tried to teach me when I was young, and I mean, I sort of understood, but I was very young, and so I lost it, you know, and I've never played again. And so I was telling him that, and he's like, really? So I was thinking maybe he'll teach me. Aw, always mean a smile. That's nice. It's true, too, right? Let's see. I'm just trying to see, do we want to put, I don't really, you don't need much back here. Just a little something extra. And then that way, when you remove the card, you know, there'll be something back there. So it's not quite so plain. But I don't think I want to celebrate life. Not that I don't want to celebrate life, because I do. I just mean on this piece. What's this one? Cherish each day. No, I want it to kind of go right into how about this one? Always love. That'll fit there, and then this can go on top. Let's distress it and see. The color's a little bit off. Let me see here. Beautiful minds inspire others. A dreamer. Be a dreamer. You know, that actually, the color goes better. I don't mind the message, of course. And I was thinking, if we put something like that, and then I could do like a butterfly. Where are my butterflies? What did I do with them? Here they are. I was going to say I could do like a butterfly up somewhere up here, you know? What color? If I do pink, it's got to be the right pink. That's pretty. All right. He's very floppy though. It's on a thin paper. So as a matter of fact, I think I tore him off of something. And so he's kind of, do I have any others in here like him? I might. Oh wait, this one might be better. I don't know. Let me see. Once you do their edges, you know, make them look a little bit. Draw out the color a little bit more. I kind of like this one better, darn it. But I don't like that it's torn right there. I can see that it's torn. That one's not bad. This one's too big, too orange, too blue. I have all these butterflies and I have my favorites, you know. I don't even know what that's doing in there. That's a pretty one too. Is it too bright? Too much blue? It's got to be the right color. Okay, there we go. I think that's the one right there. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to glue this down. If the glue will keep working for me. Be a dreamer. And then this little baby. Don't want any white edges. Okay. Gosh, Courtney worked so many hours this week. What a blessing, amen. It really was. He's, oh, the Lord's just really blessed him at that job. Praise God. Thank you so much for all of you who've prayed for us throughout this last year with the house and the jobs and everything. I'm wondering if I should put this little guy somewhere else, not up there. Let's see. And then when you pull this out, or there. I know my glue's going to dry before I lay it down, isn't it? I kind of like him down here. Okay, and y'all know what's coming. Diamante. And we want a pink. One of these beautiful light pinks. I love these. I think he could have even held two. Maybe I should do two on him. Let me see. Sorry. I just want to try it. See, I think two might be better. Okay. But we do have to get these strings here. There. Yeah, he'll hold two. His back is wide enough, so. There we go. Oops, we don't want it crooked. Get on there, straighten out. There. All right, so there is our piece. I hope you guys had fun today and that you enjoyed this mass make. These are easy to make, and like I said, it gives you a lot of pockets and journaling space, which is super. I absolutely love the fact that you get journaling space along with a pretty little pocket. So I hope you had fun. If you did find value from this video, please hit the like button and help me spread the channel. And if you haven't become a member of Tara's Take family, please subscribe to the channel. And I also have memberships if you're interested at all. And I love you guys, and I will see you in the next video. God bless you. Bye-bye.